What is up? It is ZAYNE here. Today we're going to be reviewing the Vaporwave Synth. Let's freaking go. Low-key had to sneak into this place. Super sketchy. It doesn't even have the location on the map, but look at this. It has literal Vaporwave statues, perfect colors. First reaction. It's beautiful. It's still kind of rough, maybe. You can just feel the life coming out of it. So let's just start with the main features of Vaporwave. First off, we got this magic knob. So basically when you turn it up, it has like a bandpass filter that like squeezes in the sound, making it more lo-fi. And it also affects the rate of the pitch bending. So the more up it is, the deeper and the faster it'll bend. We got some white noise, so it just plays out of the synth, nothing special. You can adjust which color you want. Okay, so the main features of this synth, there's actually a lot of unique things. Because I wanted to make a plugin that was like a Serum competitor, because like that's the most basic synth, most powerful one that everyone uses. But I wanted to make something that was like just better and more for vintage Vaporwave sound specifically. Because synthwave is like my most favorite genre, because synths are obviously the best thing in the universe. So I wanted to make the most nostalgic, best feeling plugin ever. Along with my friend CBT, we went crazy on the development. But yeah, as you can see, for each oscillator you have a first point, so you can choose like a sine for the first part, and then you can choose a second oscillator kinda that you can bend to change the shape of it. So you can even choose a custom waveform. You can click edit, make your own design if you want. So you can instantly get unique waveforms, and all of them are hand chosen, crafted beautifully. So it's just like, you're always gonna be getting nice sounds out of this thing. There are some ugly special type of waveforms if you want to get, you know, more like futuristic, EDM-y. You can probably get some weird basses out of it if you really want. So there's easy ways to customize the shape of your waveform. In this plugin we called it amp instead of volume, and it's coarse instead of pitch. And you can, you know, disable them, phase distortion, make it sound ugly, randomize it with the detuned voices, turn them up here. So those are your two oscillators. Then we have a beautiful filter. We have some nostalgic like Moog ones. You can also get a Butterworth. There's even key tracking on the filter, and you can route them down here to the oscillators with the 1 and 2. You can also edit that resonance if you want to make it more acidic. Holy fuck, it's so fucking hot. Okay, so now we got the ARP module. So there's actually 2 ARPs in one. So you can turn it on and then enlarge it. So now you can see we got this sequencer here. You can just place down whatever notes you want. You can even make chords inside of here. Low-key laggy, please don't do this to me. Now we got the second ARP down here, so instead of having it say off, just put up. And now when I'm pressing one note, you can hear that it's arpeggiating. And when you hold the chord down, you got way more movement going on. Like, I wanted this synth to have the best vintage Vaporwave ARP, but also like customization to make your own. Just in case you're stranded in an island, you only got one plugin. You're able to do pretty much whatever you want. Alright, so now this is like the best feature, I think, making pads with insane synthscape. So envelope is right here. There's 4 different types to choose from. It's pretty unique. It's different than Serums and like any other envelope that I've used before. You can right click, make loop points. So like this is the start, and then this is like the end point. So it'll loop between these regions so it's playing sound. And then the LFO is pretty standard. You can just type your points in, put it wherever you want. There's a button to go from sharp to round. You're gonna want to turn that amplitude up. It's basically the mix of the LFO, so turn that to 100. And it all attaches here on the matrix page, so every preset pretty much has the first envelope connected to the amplitude of both oscillators, but you can put whatever you want. Okay, now it's time for the most insane part of the plugin, the effects page. There's a reason that this synth is better than Serum in terms of the effects, because we have some unique things that are not in any other plugin. So first we got lo-fi engine, so you can change the rate, which basically is like the quality, the bits, you know, it's gonna crush it up. We have a nice cutoff filter, so you can get rid of a lot of that high end in there. Next up, this is my favorite effect module. It's the performant pad. So you can hear we got this like Daft Punk wah filter in here. So this is just a normal synth, but with a crazy effect on it. You can change the mix. We even put a vocoder in here. You really want that futuristic sound. Pair them both up together, change the semi of the vocoder. Next up we got distortion, so this is off. Super nice, a lot of customization in here too, just quickly mess around. Turn the harmonics up, turn that drive up. We got a ring filter in here. So you can get deadly, but it's mostly for like just warm analog saturation. And we got a chorus, it's low-key kind of buggy. I'm trying to make it as beautiful as possible though. Then we got the grain engine, so there's a literal granular effect inside of this. Turn the feedback up, mix up. So now you can hear the insane delays going on. Really beautiful. Turn the time up. So it's synced onto the beats now. You can clear it if it gets laggy and glitchy. But it's good. Even a filter in here. Put a low pass on it. Next up we got shimmer reverb, so turn it on. You got a nice high-end reverb. It's basically like a pitch bending reverb. The shimmer, that's what it does, changes the pitch. And then of course you got like damp and room. Then we got the spatial imager, so turn that on. Now you can affect the width of your sound, the angle. This is the main one, the thick bar. So make it more 3D wide if you need to. Then we got the insane room tracer reverb from Team Entropy. Super beautiful reverb. Change the location of stuff on this XY pad. Change the spread, the width, dampness. Put the decay up if you want a really long tail. Turn the ambience up. Then we got the phantom phase delay, so we got my ghostly sound that I love so much. You can change the time, turn it on, feedback, mix up. There's even a filter in here, just in case you want to get rid of those high end. Next up we got the phaser, so this one's actually sounding beautiful. Turn the feedback mix up, depth up, super clean phaser going on. Get those alien-y, futuristic-y sounds. And then most importantly, we got this EQ, so make sure it's turned on the bottom right. Now you can hear. And you can even reorder your effects up here, so if you want the lo-fi to come after everything, easy. You want the shimmer at the front, go ahead. So, pretty feature-packed. Final secrets in here for the matrix, the mount of the envelope, so if you wanted to like have a full from 0 to 100 on the filter, you can do that, or you can change the amount down a little bit so it just lightly uses the envelope. You can shift it back and forth 100, so it's like offset a little bit. Right click to reset things quickly. There's even some mod envelopes down here, so you can choose macro 1, put the course on it. So now we're affecting the pitch. Operator 1. You can even do velocity from your MIDI. pretty much how to use Vaporwave. You can rescale stuff, save your own presets here, load them in, change the names. Even got portamento in here. This is the number of voices you can play at the same time. So right now, 6 is like what was vintage back in the day, considered really good if you could play 6 notes at the same time from your synth. But you can turn it up to quite a lot in Vaporwave. I have big plans for Vaporwave Synth. I want to keep adding updates, adding new features, make it so you can control like the effects in the matrix, add beautiful presets, and I just hope that this will be the best retro synth of all time one day. Comment anything, let me know what features you want. If you make any beautiful sounds or music with this plugin, please let me know and send it to me. You can get the Vaporwave Synth on my website right now. $33, or on Patreon. You know, plugins and music and art is all I want to do with my life. Alright, hopefully you enjoyed this video. I had to be low-key because I'm not supposed to be here right now, but the Vaporwave vibe in this building was like so beautiful. I've never seen a place like it in my entire life. It's seriously like a dream location. Like once I'm rich, I might have something weird. I got some insane new plugins on the way. I have so many ideas. I'm just trying to figure out which top 2 developers I can work with. And I want to take over the entire fucking art and music industry, so chase your dreams no matter what. Hit me up to collab. I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.